Good morning, everybody. I know it's been a while since I actually did a video. I'm sorry about that. As I've explained in a couple other places, I have been dealing with some terrible abdominal pain that just has kept me out of this chair. Um, I've mostly just been laying down and kind of yeah, dealing with that for the last like 3 weeks to a month now. So I'm trying to get into doing this video. I had started it and now I'm trying to, I'm redoing it. I didn't like it. So instead, what we're going to do is today we're just going to do front post and back post. And I'm going to teach you how to do that using the double crochet stitch, just because for me, that is one of the easiest stitches to do. My muscle memory just tells me that's what we're doing all the time. I just prefer it. Matter of fact, this whole thing here is made out of double crochet. So today we're using, I'm going to reuse that pink camo from Red Heart that I had some leftover yarn of. And then we're going to use a I9, or I think it's a 5.5 millimeter. Again, I shoved a Susan Bates into a boy ergonomic handle because I like this end, but I prefer the ergonomic handles. And I haven't found a Susan Bates ergonomic that works for me. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing, obviously, you're going to do is you're going to do your slip knot, not slip stitch, slip knot, and you're going to chain. Now, for front post and back post, you can use, this can be done in any stitch. Actually, let me move this camera up just a bit because I keep kind of hitting it, and then I can just zoom in differently, but I just need to move the camera. There we go. All right, that's a bit better. Okay. So you can chain however many you like. Just to practice, I'm gonna do probably 10, 8, 9, 10. And as always, I do a turning chain, and since we're doing double crochets, you're gonna chain 2 more, and then you're going to double crochet into this third one. Now, in order to teach you front post and back post, I need to do a foundation row. So what that means is I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to double crochet into each one of these chains. And then once we get done with this row is when I can show you how to do the front post and back post. And the reason for that is the only way to do a front post or a back post is to literally have a row already, because when we crochet normally, we do into these top 2 little loops here. When we're doing a front post or a back post, we actually want to use this part of the stitch, and this is what's called the post. So doing a front post or a back post, you want to actually crochet around this whole thing here, and you're not going to use these up here at all. So we need to have some type of foundation row, as I'm going to call it, in order to get to learning how to do a front post or a back post. And in this instance, we're going to do a double crochet just to learn how to do it. But it can be done with a single crochet, a half double, a treble, all of it. So now that we have our foundation row, the first thing you're going to do is I always chain 2 to turn, always. You can do a standing stitch, and you could chain 3 to be your next double crochet. I don't like that. I feel like it creates this giant hole here. So when doing a front post or a back post double crochet, I always do one single stitch here and then turn around, and then I'll do my front post or back post on the second one and beyond. I never do it on the ends. It causes the whole work to curl up, which can be really frustrating. So the first thing you're going to do, because we're doing a double crochet, sorry, I'm having issues with this thing. Let's see if we can turn it a bit. There we go. All right. So now the first thing you're going to do is yarn over. You want to go between these posts. So you're going to push through like this so that it comes out the back. and then you're going to come around the back of the post. So the front of your work will look like this. You've got the hook through it like this. And on the back, you're going to see that it looks like you're weaving. If you've ever weaved anything, you're going to, you go around something like this. So then you're going to go around, and then you're going to grab your yarn and pull it underneath like this. So because we're doing a double crochet, we're going to have 3 on here. But now it looks like this. And then you're going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and now you have your very first front post double crochet. So let's do it again. You're going to yarn over, you're going to push through the 2 posts, come up around that same post, and then yarn over, pull your yarn all the way through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 more. So your front post double crochet should look like this. So you'll have the regular double crochet over here, and then your front post will literally pull these posts up a bit, and it'll give you texture. And you'll just keep doing that. You can just keep practicing that all the way through the rest of that row. And then when we get to the next row, I'll show you how to do a back post double crochet. Now, as I did in the beginning of the row, I started with a regular double crochet. I'm going to see how this is curling. So I'm going to go ahead, like I did in the beginning. I started with a regular double crochet. I'm going to finish with a regular double crochet as well. So in order to do that, I need to get this to come up so I can actually go through the chain here. I always do my chains too tight. Okay. So then we do a regular double crochet. A lot of this curling comes down to tension. So you don't want your stitches to be too tight. And the other thing I found is doing these standard double crochets on the ends will help it from curling as well. Okay, so now we're going to chain 2 and then flip our work. On the back, you see how you have this bump here, and that's totally fine. That's the way it's supposed to be. Okay, so same thing. We chained 2. Now we're going to do our regular standard double crochet. Now to do a back post double crochet, normally to do a front post, you would go around this way and pull that stitch forward, right? And see how it pulls it forward here. But instead, I want to teach you how to do a back post double crochet. So the back post double crochet is similar in that you're still going to go around the post, but you're going to do it from the back this time instead of from the front. So now it looks like this. It's going to pull it to the back, and then you yarn over and double crochet the rest of the way. So same thing. We're going to put in through the back, around your post, pull the yarn up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 more. And then we're just going to keep going. Just keep practicing that stitch. Now, because I'm doing a front post double crochet in the second row and a back post on the third row, it's giving us this really silly looking pattern here. Which actually isn't that silly looking, honestly. Looks kind of neat. And see how it's trying to curl up on me, which is really annoying. A lot of it just comes down to my tension. I just have a way too tight tension. A lot of times when I follow patterns, I have to actually size up on my hook. I'll do like either 1 or 2 sizes higher just to get the right gauge, because my tension is so tight that everything is entirely smaller than it should be. But all right, so that is the last back post double crochet that we've done. So now, because we're to the last stitch here, we're going to do like I did before. We're going to end it with a double crochet, just a regular old double crochet. And I've found that that keeps my work flatter. Not flat, but flatter. So there you have it. When you flip it back over to the front, you get this really cool, you know, texture going on. And then on the back, it's just as neat. You get these really cool little things sticking out here. So keep practicing that. That would be a front post and a back post, and I did this in double crochet, but it can be done in single crochet, half double, the triple. It can be done in everything. So a single crochet would look like this. Give me a second. It takes me a minute to remember that's what I'm doing. Single crochet would be you just go around, you pull up, and there you have it. Single. There's your single crochet. Front post single crochet. A front post half double is here. And as you can see, it's a different height entirely. It's very short here, and then it's a bit taller over here. And then your treble or your triple. They're all the same. It's just depending on what stitch you've decided to do. I prefer double crochet because of muscle memory. Just works better that way for me. And I did that as a double crochet instead of a triple, see? Which we'll get into. I'll post a video about how to do a triple. And then again, you're just going to do a regular, because this is a double crochet row. I'm just going to do it as a regular plain old double crochet at the end. But so there you have it. There's your front post double crochets here. That would have been a back post because we were doing it here. So then it looks different on the back. And then your front post, and this is just showing you how to do it with a single crochet, a half double crochet, and then a treble crochet or triple, depending on which way you look at it. All right, guys, I hope that helps. Have a good day, and as always, check out my other videos, and happy hooking.